Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks. As you know, we had a hurricane here in Florida, and prior to that I was volunteering for getting donations for Texas, but we're back on track and I'm excited to be back here. So I had several videos lined up for what I wanted to do this week, and this video is really about this woman who is going off on this man who was in our military, and he had a PTSD. He had a therapy dog, and he was in our military. And if you guys haven't seen the video, what I'm going to do is play it right now and then look up here.
I'm not going to keep my opinions to myself. I'm going to push it just like I did. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. I'm leaving because the food is nasty and there's a dog. So what? What do you want to do about it? Nothing.
He's alive because he fought for our country. You know?
Congratulations! Congrats! So did my husband's dad. My husband's dad did too. What's your point?
Because he's alive.
My husband's dad fought for the fucking country. So did he. What's your point?
That's why he has a
so
dog.
what? It's still nasty to me. I don't care.
No, it's not.
It's nasty to me. You can't change.
What do you recommend?
You can't change my goddamn opinion. So I don't care. It should be a separate section for a fucking animal. Well, make it all. Separate section for animals. Shut the hell up. And if you care about your shut up. Who's gonna make me? Are you gonna make me? Are you gonna make me?
Just stop.
I didn't think so.
It's enough.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Hey,
I didn't think so. What do you want to do?
Hey.
Nothing, so shut the hell up.
hey, why don't you just calm down for 30
Nothing, so
seconds?
shut the hell up. Like I said, it's fucking
Why don't you
rude.
just stop and just calm
Then you
down?
have a
They
choice
should
to go
have gone
someplace else.
She came over here.
You got a choice to go someplace else.
What the hell do you think I'm doing? Until the whore behind you stopped me,
Just
I was happily moving somewhere else. Okay, but don't get into my goddamn face when my daughter's standing there. I don't give a fuck. That's rude. You call me a whore? You're a bitch. That's what you are for being. You're approaching me in front of my goddamn child. You're more than a whore. You're a bitch.
You in a
Yes,
nice
you approached
manner
me.
to
No, you
explain
didn't
federal
approach.
law,
No,
and
you
you're asking
didn't
around.
ask me a question. You came at me. It's the difference. I got no problem with answering a question. You came at me. So guess what? You gotta come as a threat. I'm gonna make sure I address it. Fucking dumbass bitch. You got the right one. Like I said, it's fucking rude. Bitch.
Oh, get the last word, bitch.
Stop. It's enough.
I'm sorry?
Gotta get the
I
last
don't
word.
care. Record me. And like I said, it's disgusting to have an animal inside of a public restaurant. And if it
Why
is
are you
here,
acting the fool
it
for
should
your
be
child?
disclosed at a sectional
You
area.
need to go get your
no
child.
that.
That's not the
No
law.
that.
Agree.
No
You
that.
don't
It's
know
still
the
what,
law.
bitch? It's my opinion. And it's not going to
It's not
change.
your opinion,
You
doesn't
ain't going to
matter.
change it. You. None of y'all going to change it. I think it's gross. I think it's gross. I think it's gross.
I wasn't in this at all.
Do not get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Don't
Get out of my face.
Don't
Get out of my face.
Don't do
Get
it.
out of my
This is
face.
beneath us.
Don't
This
do
is
it,
beneath
John.
us. This is
Get out of
beneath
my
us.
John,
This is
don't
beneath
do it,
us.
John.
Are you crazy?
Don't do it.
Beneath us.
Just relax it now.
Everybody just stop.
Yeah.
Everybody just stop.
Beneath us. Let it go.
Just stop.
Let it go.
Everybody go back and leave.
Just
Yeah,
stop.
just relax. Just
Everybody
let
just
it
calm
go.
down.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Just stop.
Just let them go.
We have it on tape. You can request it, bitch. I apologize.
Okay, well, now that you've seen the video, you can see that this woman acted so ridiculous, and because she's so intent on having an opinion, I thought I would give her an educated opinion. So this is really directed towards the woman that is really, really awful to the people in the video. Grant you, I will say that this is obviously being filmed from the perspective of the family that had the dog, so we don't know what started it. And I've read several articles that she's saying that they called her the N-word, and I was not there, so I cannot confirm that they said that. And if they did say that, shame on them. But I'm really just going off the reaction of this girl and how inappropriate she was. So first things first, let me educate you on the law of a therapy dog. In the video, the gentleman seemed to have the dog properly vested which it said he had PTSD, and it said a service dog on his vest. Now, grant you, yes, can we make those up? Yes. But it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. What matters is that he had proper documentation for the animal, and the animal was very well suited up to let us know, as the people in there, that he was a service dog. Now, I don't care that you think the dog is nasty and unsanitary, as you said. Or no, excuse me, you said the food is nasty and the dog is unsanitary. Well, let me give you one fact about the dog being unsanitary. A dog that is properly vetted, a healthy dog who is also on a monthly parasite control, you have such a low risk of anything ever happening to you with a dog being in your presence. Regardless if a dog is in a restaurant or not, we have them in our homes all the time, and all of us are fine. So get over it on that aspect. Secondly, he does not need to disclose to you that he has a therapy dog. And you might hear Flyer in the background over here squeezing his toy. He's underneath my feet. So he doesn't need to disclose to you at all that he has a therapy dog, because you're just a patron. The manager does have the right at the restaurant to ask for proper paperwork, and as long as he has the proper paperwork, it's really none of your business. If you don't want to eat there, don't eat there. And don't say the food is nasty, because I don't know if the food's nasty, but you and your husband seem to know where that place was, and you went there together, so please, give me a break. And secondly, how disrespectful can you be to someone who served in our military to fight so that way you could eat there in peace and freedom? You owe that gentleman an apology. Your behavior was atrocious. The only person that was acting up in there was not the dog, it was you. And to be honest with you, your husband seemed quite embarrassed. And I think on another level too, would you start calling someone WHORE? Like my dad watches this, so I don't like to curse, but like, how embarrassing. You said that your husband, his dad served in the military. So what? What's your point? So what? What do you mean, so what? So what? He fought so we could be here. And if every veteran that left the military has some post-traumatic stress disorder, I will gladly be anywhere they need with a dog, and whatever they need, they should get, and we shouldn't even question it. So if that dog makes him feel better and he leads a happier life, let him eat in peace and stop acting so crazy. You were the only one acting crazy in there, and you owe that gentleman an apology. Secondly, thirdly, whatever part I'm at, these animals don't need to be sectioned off by law. By the American Disabilities Act law, the dog can be wherever the owner is. It could be on an airplane, could be at a restaurant, it could be in a classroom, could be at work. It doesn't matter, and you don't get to have an opinion because it's the law. So move on. And like I said, you don't like it, every restaurant, every store, you can walk into CVS. It does not matter where you go. It is the law that people that need these service dogs, they are allowed to have them wherever their person is. It is fine. So I'm actually really, really fired up about, you know what? If you didn't like it, you could have quietly left. But you chose to make a scene, embarrass yourself, embarrass the family that was in there. And then a woman says he fought for our rights for this country, and then you decided to be crazy. Know what you do next time? do what your husband did. Stay quiet. Leave the restaurant. Do not disrespect our veterans. You embarrassed yourself, like I said. You embarrassed your husband, and you really should be ashamed of yourself. And for anyone else that thinks, again, that dogs are unsanitary, or it's not just dogs that are service animals. Again, as long as they are healthy, they are vetted, and they are on a monthly parasite medicine, you are absolutely at the lowest risk possible to contract anything. So I just wanted to let this woman know that, since she decided to voice her opinion so loudly. And secondly, when you start cursing and you start calling people names, it really kind of just brings down your argument, and it just makes you look dumb. So get angry next time, I guess, but just do it quietly and leave. Don't call people names. Don't curse. None of that was necessary. You could have just left the restaurant. And so I just kind of wanted to give my opinion and my reaction to that video, because it really, really bothers me, because I am so about our veterans, and whatever service, whatever animals, whatever they need, I am on board with getting them that. So hopefully you like this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to hit subscribe below. Typically I post every Wednesdays, but I'm going to be, as I mentioned, posting a little bit more, and I am back on track, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.